on.
Right?
Yeah, we're on.
Hello, everybody.
Well, I mean, there ain't no one there yet, but go eat your food, hey. Hey, go eat your food.
She's not jumping up. That's good. Every now and then he's gonna look up at me while he's chewing. Yeah, buddy.
So we got another interview.
What'd you say?
Got another interview.
What do you mean another interview?
With another company.
Really?
Yeah.
How are you getting these interviews?
Equivalent.
Huh?
Resume up on Indeed.
Oh, okay. Are these places close?
Groesbeck and 8 Mile and
Oh, that's real close.
Stevens and Shaner.
That's not that far.
No, it's closer than 8 Mile and Groesbeck, technically. You just can't take Stevens all the way over.
Yeah, but Groesbeck and 8 Mile is nowhere from here.
Stevens is right there.
Stevenson what?
Shaner, just past Hoover.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Groesbeck's
right.
farther than Hoover.
I see what you're saying. Right. Is that Fraser?
I don't have any idea.
I think so. I think that's Fraser.
I wouldn't know. Not a
Well, when I was revamping houses, we had 4 or 5 houses out that way, and I think that's Fraser.
I believe it. Eat your food, mister.
Ooh.
Huh?
What is this? Something in particular?
One of the citrus saps.
Oh, okay.
Citrus sap.
Citrus sap.
Yep. Really?
Really? He says, yeah, really. Show me some attention, yeah.
You want some purrs, you want some love. Huh? You want some cuddles? Huh, mister? I got you.
Oh, you know, he loved that. They all love that stuff.
Nah, not so much.
Really?
Yeah, she's not a big fuck with me. Kitty. She's much more of a don't touch me. I mean, every once in a while.
Yeah, I know what you mean. She's more standoffish.
Yeah, every once in a while she'll be like, yeah, you can come say hi now. At my leisure. Not at anyone else's. So yeah. Citrus sap number 2. I have this one still.
Have I ever smoked it?
No.
I didn't think so.
The other one, because there was 3 of them. I got 3 seeds that were females. Pretty good luck out of 6. And the other one was, I don't know, more jack-like, but way worse on the bud structure. This one had okay buds. The ones that were nice, obviously the ones that didn't work out real well didn't look great, but the ones that looked nice looked alright. And it was kind of jacky.
Got you.
But the other one's outside. It's gonna be my hash plant for this year.
That Death by Punch, it gave me some finger hash that's so strong. Oh my God, it's super strong, man. Some of the strongest finger hash I've ever had. That stuff is potent. I took a couple of hits off that and I was like, wow, I had to put it down. Couldn't hold it in. Had a good taste. And I got immediately fucked up.
God damn it. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, man, what was you doing anyway? What was all that?
Because it was a tough, like,
Oh, it was hot. Yeah, it was
to
getting
bust it through.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
as
yeah.
I busted it through, it lifted.
Came loose a little bit. Yeah, not that much fell out.
Just got it on my titties.
Look, I don't want to see that. All right.
Yo, back it up. Go back to eating.
What's up, man?
Go back to eating.
You ain't getting too big, are you? The other one's eating all your food, isn't he?
No, she got his own.
Get down.
No, get down. You know better. You know better.
Guess I was wrong.
Know better, know
Hey,
better,
hey,
know
go back to your
better.
food. Raisins on the floor?
No, that's their fucking food.
Oh.
You just like picked. Hey, get your butt down. Come on now. Hey, Hazy. Come eat your food.
Yeah, say hi. Yeah.
Go. Come on. Come eat your food. Eat up.
Hazy shades of winter.
What's going on with you, man?
Hmm?
What's been going on?
Not a damn thing.
Same old stuff?
Yeah. I'm thinking about trying to pick me up a job trimming one of these companies in the next, right after my operation. I'm not going to try
My
it.
girlfriend's work always looking for good trimmers, man.
Oh, really? Okay.
They said they're about to sell their company, though.
Really?
What's happening? What are they going to sell?
But how are they going to sell it when it ain't worth shit? 'Cause, you know.
No, it's worth something. The license is worth
But
something.
no, they're in like $4,000 worth of debt or something.
What?
That's it?
Yeah, they're like, if we need an investor and someone
You
to come
say
in.
40,000 or 4?
400.
Oh yeah, that's good.
They need an investor and someone to come in and show them what they do.
Wait a minute.
They're like, I come show you what to do, but I ain't got no 400,000 shit.
Wait a minute.
Because they've been growing shit for so long and they've just been throwing money at it, that it's shit.
I'm telling you, the interview I went on, because I went on one interview this week. I went to a place over, I don't know what it's called. It's one of those places that has like a initial name.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, here, this is what it looks like. Get out of there, mister. Hey! Hey!
Oh, it's you. I thought it was the other one. He said, "Can you say out here?"
So when I walked in, it had a very like, it was real nice. There's 20,000, if not more, at least a $20,000 fucking camera. Hey,
Camera system?
camera system, yeah.
Oh, okay.
At least.
Yeah, everything adds up, man. They've been like growing bullshit for so long, and they can't. Look, they started getting like 2,400 a pound when my girlfriend first started doing it, and now they're only getting like 1,600
Okay.
or something. So it's only like 100 ounce or less.
Yeah,
That's what
and
they're getting from the dispensary. So, and then they have to pay their people and all the overhead. They're losing money every month.
Damn.
But they're growing bullshit. If they grew the top of the line shit, they could get double like they were getting before.
Yeah.
Because the
see,
dispensary can double their money on it.
See-
You know?
they got to come up with a name that denotes good bud, like connoisseur brand, or something like that. Like what they call a mini.
They have to brand. They have to build
They
their
have-
brand.
they have to-
well, they have to actually grow good.
But they have to have good bud first.
Good
They
bud.
have to have good bud.
You ain't
Then,
building no brand on shit product.
no, you're not. You're building a bad reputation, and people aren't going to come and spend their money.
Yeah, you're doing the opposite of what you want.
But see, a lot of these places thought that if they just grew weed, it would be okay. A lot of these guys, because I talked to one of the owners, was the Green Goblin or whatever it is. I talked to him, and I said, well,
Go buy anything.
what experience do you have doing this? None. Okay. You smoke? Never smoked before in my life.
Just
He's,
capital,
he's
man.
the head grower?
No, he's not the head
Oh,
grower.
he owned it.
He's the owner.
Okay.
But he don't know shit. And his bud, I had 5 different strains out of there. And they were all supposed to be the top shelf strains. I didn't ask for no mid-grade, no low-grade. And I wasn't impressed. Maybe one of them impressed me.
Yeah,
And he wanted $4.25 an ounce for that one.
oh wow. Yeah, so like if they can double their money, you can sell it to them for $150 an ounce, and they can get 300. If they're gonna do it like that. But if you're giving them garbage, they're only gonna give you 100 because they can. They're only giving you like 50 because they can only get 100.
Yeah, if that 80, because there's a lot of places selling it for $80 an ounce. So if it's not good,
Well, you know, I guess a lot of people will settle for not very good weed. Obviously, huh?
well,
Yeah, obviously.
because they
These
don't
stores
know.
are still open. Yeah, because they never had good weed prior.
Yeah.
They
Or they're
went from
afraid. Or
Mexican-
they're afraid of it.
They went from Mexican to store weed.
See, a lot of people are afraid of good weed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they get the high is just too much for them. Either it works on their psyche too hard, or they fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of the two.
hmm
Really, flophead?
See, some people mistake getting high for getting paranoid. Seriously, they don't know the difference.
And just every time they get high, they
They get paranoid.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant to them.
Yeah, it's them controlling their high though.
But when they smoke something that's like, you know, Rego or low grade, it just gives them a buzz.
Yeah, it's more.
And 9
mellow.
times out of 10, just drinking some beer with it anyway.
Yeah, if it's more mellow, I could see it being more enjoyable for someone with
For a novice.
Yeah, someone with not a huge tolerance.
See, for us, that wouldn't work at all. I'd end up throwing it in the garbage. I wouldn't even smoke it. Once I tasted it, I'd throw the rest of it.
Yeah, what am I?
Or give it to somebody that wanted
Trying
to
to
smoke
quit
it.
smoking or something? What is this?
I'm too spoiled.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm way too spoiled.
We're the connoisseurs, the ganjiers.
I can't wait to go here to Thailand and get some Thai weed.
Yeah, the legal shit.
Yeah, they turned legal last week.
Yeah, giving out plants to everybody.
They giving out 1 million seedlings.
Really?
Yeah, they got them on
They're giving them
the
to
news and shit.
They're giving them to the poor farmers all over the country,
Like,
man.
we're gonna get rich, you guys. Grow
And so,
this.
yeah,
They're gonna start shipping it worldwide and shit?
They'll probably ship it anywhere. Yeah.
probably. I mean, 1 million seedlings to start off with? That's a lot.
Good start, and it's free from the government.
That's crazy.
That's what our government should have done. They missed their opportunity.
Believe me, if I do
They
it,
don't want, again, if the government was set up for the people, there'd be a lot of things that would have been done.
believe
Well,
me.
if we were
got-
as poor as them,
Do you know,
we would
do you
have done
know,
it.
they tried to do what's the fucking, oh, god damn it, it's right there.
Tuskegee experiments?
No, the fucking money.
That's how fucking crooked our government is.
Well, see, in these countries, they need
Andrew
that.
Yang shit. He called it Patriot Bucks, but it's there's a word for it when you get money from the government every month. Everyone does.
Maybe there's a word
Universal basic income. You know they tried to pass that shit in the 70s?
No.
Of course they did.
It was fucking Nixon.
Of course they tried to.
Because again, it would have got
Republican,
votes.
no.
See,
It didn't
yeah,
matter. It would have back then. It didn't matter. It would have got votes.
people back then were more revolutionary.
And they were also
More
more.
common sense, it seemed like.
Oh, they were definitely more revolutionary. They were, you know, they would march and demand shit.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. But yeah, this Asian thing is gonna explode, man.
I got a line.
Because
on
watch,
that.
all of them are gonna end up growing. Every last Asian country,
Yeah, but it's.
except for the ones that are Muslim.
But they gotta get the white countries and the rich countries to fucking start accepting it. Because again, their product can sell. It's like it only helps when you can grow it for the. Like the heroin growers don't grow heroin in Afghanistan for Afghanistan.
Believe me,
It's for the other.
they probably already got commitments. Because I'm telling you, 2 days
Yeah,
after,
you know.
wait a minute, 2 days after they passed the law, the what is it called? The green leaf opened immediately. I saw it on YouTube.
What green leaf?
You can walk in there by blood. It's a
Oh,
dispensary. 2 days after the law was passed.
Yeah, they're ready.
Yeah.
Government probably owns that one.
Plus they have a marijuana club there.
Yeah, private club.
In fact, I might become a member of that. I'm thinking about it. Mm-hmm.
What'd you bring today?
Below zero.
What?
Below zero.
Below
You
zero.
guys doing?
That's pretty low there. Below zero.
Mint chocolate chip. F2. Below zero is the one I made. You know, 'cause it's always been
So that's your
below
brand.
zero in Michigan.
That's your
It's
brand.
got the pure Michigan. Yeah.
Cool.
Ebb and float.
So, thoughts?
I don't know, like the first hit was like more tangy. I didn't get like no tangy after that.
I never got no tangy. I got the
There
Jack
was that
is
hint of
very,
it.
very unpronounced too. It's not very hazy. It just kind of tastes like smoke.
Didn't do anything
What
for
Jack?
me.
I thought it was citrus sap.
It did nothing for
It is
me.
citrus sap, but it's the one that smelled like Jack Herer.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Last week I thought we smoked that.
No,
It was
we
really
smoked the
Jack.
other
then.
version.
Oh, there's two that smell like Jack?
There's two that smell like Jack.
Yeah, he said that
Like,
last week.
what if, I was thinking about this too, like, what if they had pollinated the wrong fucking thing with the wrong thing? That's the only way I could see that, or they mixed up the seeds. Like, how do you get Jack from citrus sap? There's no Jack in the whole line.
Yeah, but you're talking about two.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
There's no
there is.
lemon.
You don't
There's no lemon
the
in
thing
Gorilla
about-
Glue, and there's no lemon in Tangy.
Yeah, but lemon is citrus. It's just a different version of citrus.
It's a different version, but it's lemon and pine. There's no pine either.
But the pine is the Jack.
That's what I'm saying. There's no Jack.
You got all that from that we
in
just
the
smoked?
Gorilla Glue.
No, I ain't getting none of that. I'm saying.
Yeah,
Oh.
I did off the first hit maybe.
It
I got
smelled
the
like
Jack
that.
or the
Oh, okay.
Tangy or
Only
something.
first.
I feel a little buzz from it, but
It's more sativa. I
yeah,
think
it's
people like it
yeah,
too.
yeah, it's more
Sativa.
sativa,
Give
without
it
a
to
doubt,
sativa people.
without a doubt. Which is good for certain things. Sativa's good for certain
have.
things, man.
Hell yeah.
My friend's mom gets it,
Creativity.
every 4 months.
Sativas are really good for that. Writing music and art and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
do a painting.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think is a safer, not safer, but what do you think is, like, Costa Rica, to me, is just the same thing, just different place.
Yeah, I don't want to be down in South America.
Why not? It's not South America.
No, Central America.
It's Central America, yeah.
Same
I don't want to
thing.
I don't want to be down there.
What's the difference?
Things can go south much faster.
How, again,
You get kidnapped, all kinds
Man,
of
it's all
you,
kind of-
you don't think that shit can happen in Thailand?
Yes, it can happen in Thailand.
Yeah, for sure.
But way more people, tourists go to Thailand than go to where you're talking about.
Oh, I
Way
don't know
more.
about that.
Oh yeah.
Like, I know
Oh, yeah.
Swedish people who went to fucking down in that area. Like,
Well, I mean, I'm not saying
I think a lot of
nobody
Swedes
goes.
go to Thailand.
yeah, they do.
They have that whole show about it, don't they?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, Thailand is.
But I definitely talked to
And now
and asked Pella about Thailand. He was like,
28 degrees or something.
Thailand has a really good infrastructure. It's not like a lot of the Asian
is
cities.
there hash in that?
Thailand
Hashy.
and what's the other one? Bangkok.
Bangkok is China.
No, it's not.
No, it's
No, I'm
not.
thinking
That's
Hong Kong.
It's
Thailand.
Thailand, yeah. You're thinking Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
Hong Kong.
No, I like the way this tastes.
no hash in there. Just
They have good taste.
yeah, it's that pure.
But yeah, man, I think that's the future, man. Asia is the future. All this other stuff is.
I think
gonna-
that's why they did that abortion shit, because we gotta get more people to fight fucking China. We need more population, so they don't want no one killing no
See, those
people.
countries
Yeah,
don't.
but
We need a bigger
how
army.
are people gonna fight if they're malnourished and
Well,
barely fed?
hopefully, no.
The
The
Chinese.
kids.
The
But you're
Chinese.
trying to produce unwanted children. We already have an unwanted children problem in this
The
country.
Chinese are in worse shape than us. I think we can keep our soldiers
Well,
better
I don't
shape
know
than
if they're
they're
in
in.
that worse shape than us.
Oh, of course they are.
How do you figure?
They don't even eat meat, bro.
They don't have
They
to.
don't have.
Like
That's
once
it.
every
Wait, hold on.
it's too
Hold on. Let me tell you
The
something.
American lifestyle.
Let me tell you what my
is
girlfriend.
sustainable.
poor.
Let me tell you what my girlfriend. One thing my girlfriend was talking. Me and her were talking about. Yeah, a lot of the Asian countries are super poor, but
They
none of them.
have super poor.
But none of them are as poor as North Korea and China. People eat dirt in North Korea and
Well,
China.
North Korea doesn't count. That's a completely different situation.
I'm just using it because it's part of the
Except for
Asia.
if you take the population that in the last 10 years that have been brought up from the middle class, it's more than America.
Dude,
My point is they're educating their fucking population. They're taking certain parts of them and bringing them up. Not all of them, because they have 3 billion people. They took a good percentage of them
Yeah, they got
and
middle
brought them the
class.
fuck up and were like, here, time to get educated.
Yeah.
And when you're educated, you want things like rovers on the moon.
Yeah.
You want shit that requires that stuff. You
Yeah.
want all that
You wanna
stuff.
take over
yeah.
the world.
And
Fight
what else do
America.
they have? They have the largest concentration camps in the world.
Again, I'm
They have hundreds of thousands of people in concentration
I'm not
camps.
saying they're not fucked
They
up.
kidnap people from Thailand,
That's
from
fine.
the
They take their
Philippines.
organs and shit, don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they use North Korean slaves. I get it.
Yeah.
That's not the point. The
They're getting
point
rich.
is we don't have a fucking choice. This shit, like you said, is gonna go that way. Where China, they have figured out how to blend in crony capitalism into their communist section.
Yeah.
And turn communism into a thing that's going to rule the planet. Because they can walk in and just, instead of doing what the Americans did in all these other countries, they walk in and let the companies siphon all the resources. They're
Okay.
just like, here, we'll give you loans so that we can build an infrastructure to you,
Yeah.
and then we're going to buy the shit off you. Now again,
The
are they
government
going
gets
to be...
all the money.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I get
but
that.
what
I'm
are they
not
doing
saying...
with it?
But you know
But
what?
they still brought 300 million people out of fucking poverty.
Okay.
Whether the government gets all the money or not, and I know that most of them are brainwashed in a sense, but you're telling me that
How long they been doing it though?
You can't even leave.
since the
Wait a minute, dude.
2000s.
Dude.
Oh,
It just started
okay,
in
okay.
70s
I was about
actually.
to-
They built whole brand new cities from the ground up in like
Yeah, well,
like a
they
year and a
build
half.
codes and they fall right down.
Well, yeah, and a lot of them are half empty.
Yeah, it's only about
A lot of them are half empty.
Actually,
10%.
there are not that many that fall down.
Yeah,
Because
because
the-
10%.
Yeah.
The people can't afford to live in them.
Because most people do build it right.
But the people
It's not
can,
right,
they're mostly empty because the people can't afford to live in them.
Again,
Well, you know, their economy's coming up though. Sooner or later they'll be filled up.
you know what they learned from Russia? That you still have to educate your people that are in power. You can't just put people in power that are just friends. Because that's what Russia did.
Yeah, crony.
Russia literally put the dude who was the best friend of the other dude in charge of the nuclear plant, even though he had no idea what a nuclear plant was. China's not doing that. China's like, you want to do that job, you're going to go through the actual education, you're going to do it, and you're going to be the guy that we can count on. Now again, if you talk up against us, we're going to fucking put you in a cage and
we'll got
torture you
20 other guys in your fucking right behind you.
until you basically say Heil Hitler or whatever the fuck you want. I get it. That's
Oh,
happening.
mean.
But that doesn't mean we're
Yeah,
going to
mean.
win. Because in
Listen.
our system, it's like,
You're giving China too much strength and power. China doesn't have that much strength and power.
oh, I
because
don't know about that.
because they can't even take care of all their people. Same with Russia. Russia can't take care
We
of.
don't.
But listen, no, I'm talking about
We take care of our people.
no. What I'm talking about, there's a
That's what
way
I'm talking
larger
about.
scale
They
than
can get
us.
rid of
Hold
some
on.
of
Way larger scale.
Because
Wait a
we
minute.
have
They probably-
And not
2
just that.
billion people.
Get out of here. Don't play around me.
Hey,
And,
no.
and not
They
just
don't
that.
fight.
A lot of these countries where they've gone into, like in Africa and
Man, there's-
in the Philippines, you know what they did?
Take
In the
them out.
Philippines, they put 2/3 of the Chinese out of the country. Because they
Good.
said, we're hip to what you're trying to do.
Oh,
And the
okay.
same thing down in 2 or 3 countries in Africa. They let them build dams, they let them build stuff, and then they said, get the fuck out the country.
Hold on.
Because they knew what they were going to do.
Hold on.
Yeah, they're
Every
robbing
story you
resources.
hear, if you take even just in the like the last time where we had good and evil, if Germany wins, we're the bad guy, because you do understand what their ploy was. Like, you know that there was times where they literally were like, here's a pamphlet, we won't treat you like they treat you, we'll treat you like a real
Oh,
person.
you talking about the communists.
No, I'm talking about Germany. I'm talking about the fact that Nazi Germany
Oh, to Nazi Germany.
trying to get black people in our country
They were trying to get
and
people
using the reality of what this country is
Yes.
to get them to go, hey,
The communists did the same thing.
if they win, the story goes, we're the bad guys. That's just how it works. I'm saying that we don't see everything that comes out of China. We only hear what they want us to fucking hear. Just like down south. I believe that there are parts of Mexico City that us three should not walk because there's 21 million fucking people in one city. There's places in Detroit that me and him should not walk, and you.
And where
There's
would
not
that,
even fucking a million people.
and where would that be in Detroit?
Maybe-
You can walk anywhere in Detroit you
No,
want to.
there's parts.
There are white people walking all over Detroit
That's fine.
every day.
But there's still parts of Detroit that are abandoned like fuck, and they're
Well, yeah, they're abandoned.
business is high as fuck.
Well, they're abandoned, and there might be bad neighborhoods. But one thing about Detroit that a lot of people don't realize, and that's why I want to do these vlogs about Detroit.
Yeah, I know.
There are white people that grew up in Detroit, never left Detroit,
know.
and never got robbed,
I get
never
it.
got jacked.
No, I'm.
So that kind of stuff is random. It's what I'm just making a point.
It is random, but it's the same fucking thing down there. Is my point. It's random. If you're in the wrong spot at the wrong time, or
Yeah.
a cartel, a drug
Yeah, and I
deal
could
goes bad, you could get shot the fuck up.
right. And I
That
could
could
be,
happen in Detroit.
and I could be in Utica, and the police could kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think down there though, they'd probably be looking for tourists to jack. In Detroit, they're
I'm
not
not talking
looking.
about-
They're not running around
But
looking
when
for
you're
white
not
people
being
to
a
jack.
tourist, when you're moving
No,
down
in the middle of
and you're
Detroit.
investing your money in the neighborhood,
Oh, don't get me wrong.
I go to Mexico and I buy a building, and then I also put a fucking restaurant in there, a pizza place, for example, and then I employ a bunch of people. I'm part of the community. Then that's different.
No, they just so jack you.
No.
Well,
Yeah, it happens to that one dude that did it with the bar.
I watch.
Again, I think you only hear those
Yeah, he
stories
was
on purpose.
he was
The same
doing
way
some
they did
cocaine
with
shit.
cannabis 100 years ago. Every time that someone got into a car accident and had cannabis in the car, didn't matter if they were high or not.
That was the reason why
It was put on the front page.
Right.
They're doing the same thing with the southern states because you can literally save up 50 grand and live in some of these fucking places for the rest of your life, like a good, like in a nice way. And they don't want the Americans to leave.
Yeah, a lot of people.
So they
are
basically,
doing that.
they,
Like,
you can't go to Canada because it costs like you have to be a millionaire to
They wouldn't even
immigrate.
let you come in.
Yeah, well, you got to be a millionaire. You got to be bringing in millions of dollars
Yeah,
to
ask
immigrate.
that to the company.
Yeah.
For the
Down
country.
there, it's different. You take 20 grand or 70 grand to a fucking small country down there, and
You can
That's like-
live the rest of your life off of that.
yeah.
Of course you can.
But my point is, it's the same in Thailand. When you say you're right, it looks scary because it's the truth. It costs a little more to get there. Like if I want to go to fucking Costa Rica, I can get in a car right now and just drive.
Yeah.
Where if I want to go,
Wait a minute, hold
Cheaper to
it.
fly though.
This guy, no, you
The
can't.
gas.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
yes, you can. Costa
You
Rica.
got to get a ferry or something somewhere.
No, Costa Rica is on the fucking.
Yeah,
It's
it's
in the.
on the mainland.
It's on. It's in the actual just south of fucking Mexico in that peninsula.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Panama and
it's
shit.
before Panama, so you can drive to it. That's my
Yeah.
point.
Okay, I wouldn't want to do that, but yeah, you probably can. The highways have got to be dangerous as fuck.
Immigrating to Sweden, you got a millionaire for sure.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
They
there's no
gotta-
reason for them to
they
let
got to
you-
be at the.
unless you're just a like Brian or
Marry Sweden
or
girl.
you do something like that, like or some. There's ways to get into like regular people can. It's just harder.
Jump
for
through
them.
hoops, yeah.
Yeah, like okay, now the Philippines, I can go there if I want to stay. I have to have at least $800 a month, Social Security, and I got to put $10,000 in the bank there.
800. That's it. That's
And-
nice shit
Oh yeah, it only take about 5 or 6.
to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have disposable income. Like, yeah, you have a bunch of money. You
When
can
I get there, I'm not
spend.
gonna be doing shit anyway. I'm just gonna be laying around enjoying myself.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, for sure.
Again,
Retire.
get to 100 grand and go fucking buy a villa somewhere near, not necessarily a beach town, but close to a beach if you really want. Because I don't need the beach.
I already looked into that. It's
I
a
want
place
somewhere
called
I can
Sik.
play golf.
It's an island called Sikihu Island, and it's beautiful.
And golf would be
It's white.
interesting, too.
It's white beaches, palm trees. It's always.
Thailand?
It's always. No, this is one of the islands in the Philippines. It's
Oh.
always between 75 and 95 degrees all the time, whether it's raining or not. And it's only about 5,000 people live on this island, but it's beautiful, man. And you can rent one of these villas. You can rent them for like $200 a month, and Wi-Fi and cable is included. You got to pay for electricity and water, and your rent. And the rent it starts at $120 a month and goes up to
You're
$500.
gonna learn the language,
They all speak English.
so
All the countries I'm going. Well, I've already started learning Tagalog from my girlfriend. She speaks Tagalog, and Tagalog is almost identical to Spanish. She can speak to Spanish people, but a lot of the words are the same.
Where's she
It's-
from again? Nepal?
No, she's from the Philippines,
Oh, okay.
from the mountains in the Philippines.
Bali's amazing. I mean, there's some
My friend lives in Bali. My
I did-
friend Morris lives in Bali. He married a Balinese, and he sent me pictures of their wedding. They were wearing all the headdress and
Yeah.
it was unbelievable, man. All the flowers and shit.
What happens
That'd be cool as hell.
if China legalizes weed? I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they're gonna be the ones. Them in Japan will not legalize.
You know what? They're already growing weed in China. Come on,
people
dude.
that roll mountains.
Come on, and they're probably exporting it undercover, really undercover. They're probably exporting it.
Well, it's hash.
Hmm.
They don't deal with flour. Anywhere where it's still illegal, it's hash.
Illegal, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, where
Because
it's where
hash
it's caught,
is easier to get in and out, move
Yeah.
around,
lasts
preserves. Yeah.
Stronger.
longer, stronger, yeah. Stronger than most of the weed you can grow, because you can't really grow shit for smell, because if you do, you get in trouble.
You get busted.
Yeah. That's why they believe skunk one's a go.
I just watched that one where the guys up in India and they're rubbing their hands, making the
Charas.
yeah, man, that shit look good as fuck. Man.
Charas, man.
That shit look good as fuck.
I smoked it in Amsterdam. It was alright, but that Nepal Temple ball is way better.
Oh, that's the shit.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
way better.
dude, that fucking guy, man. I mean, it really fucking sucks what he's done.
What? Who's done?
King of cannabis, man.
Oh,
He's one of those dudes that's basically
yeah,
could have made the world a better place.
Who the
yeah,
hell
yeah.
is King
It-
Cannabis you talking about?
He.
The dude from Greenhouse.
You know, I don't know him that
Oh,
well,
that
the main
but
guy, yeah.
but I've watched several of their, you know,
Origin?
on YouTube. I watched
Because that's
several.
where I seen the
Aryan.
Charza or whatever the fuck. it is.
Yeah, me too. Me
That's
too.
where I
Me
saw it.
too.
They
Yeah.
showed it. And
Yeah.
They brought like.
And the guy asked him. He said, "Well," he was telling the guy, "Well," he said, "Well, after I take it back to my research center, we'll probably make about $1 billion off of this one strain." And the guy asked him. He said, "Well, and how much are you going to get those guys that you got the seeds from?"
They
He
give
just
about
like
Gave him
couple hundred
basically,
bucks.
basically gave him like.
whatever he gave them,
Yeah.
that's all they getting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So if he gave him $500
Yeah,
or if he gave him $1,000, that's all they getting.
Tops.
He not going back and
Well,
sticking a well and building a school.
Supposedly the dude that was with him,
One of them died, didn't he?
yeah, that guy
Franco.
would go back, and he was actually that's how he died. Is he was back there helping them build wells and shit because they don't need money.
No, they don't need money.
They need like
But see, they
need to
see those guys.
resources.
They're really putting their life on the line too.
Who?
Those guys going to get those different seeds and strains. The king of, they're really putting their life on the line.
Yeah, but if it wasn't
Because-
illegal, they wouldn't have to. It would be more set up like that.
No, what I'm
property would have a fucking would actually be set up to be a grow op to ship weed throughout the world because the only place in the world you're ever gonna get that fucking weed is there. Even if you bring the seeds home,
It's not going to be the same.
It's never
even
gonna
if
be
you
the
can
same.
grow it. It's
The
not
only
gonna be
way
the
you're
same.
gonna get those flavors is right there. So
But
at some point,
But what I'm saying
they're
is,
gonna win.
what I'm saying is, they run a lot of risk from Mother Nature, man.
That's an interesting point.
You know,
That's part of
it's
it,
all
yeah.
kind of crazy mosquito.
But if it's-
They got that dengue, that fucking dengue you can get.
Gay.
Yeah, that's
That shit,
down
no,
there. That's just.
that shit ain't no joke. Plus,
Hey,
you,
Uncle Dean.
plus you got cobras, you got venomous snakes all over the
I mean,
place.
it's just but they grew up in it. It's like living here and have to worry.
Oh
about
yeah,
the
but I'm
fact
talking
that
the guys that go down there to get them seeds. I'm not talking about the natives of the
There's
area.
there's no food for literally like 8 months of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like unless you hunt, but I mean like there's no like production of food for 8 months of the year from plants in
So
this area.
So
Where they live, they have fruits that are constantly fruiting.
plus
all
they
year.
have all other things that they digest too.
Yeah, I know. And they eat meats and shit.
What's that stuff called? Cha?
Cha.
Cha.
Hold on, I gotta go get something. What's cha? What the fuck?
It's something they get high off of. They chew it, and it makes your mouth red,
Oh.
and it gets you fucked up.
Where at?
I think that's in Asia.
You know that
I think that might be India.
They do that kratom. They chew that shit. And
Yeah, that too, yeah.
Thailand. That's just like a stimulant when you.
But yeah, it is a stimulant, but that's not illegal. I don't think that's.
You can
illegal.
buy that at the corner store.
Yeah, that's not illegal.
That shit fucks you up, man.
You know, I'm gonna tell you what it's like. You know, people that chew tobacco. The first time you chew tobacco,
Yeah,
you
I've
get
done it.
fucked up.
Yeah, for real. It's all dizzy and
You
shit.
be all dizzy. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
No, this shit had me like dreaming while I was awake.
Ah.
I was like at some blue concert. It was a concert of light. It was only just blue light. I was in the
Ah.
middle of the forest.
So you
I was dreaming while I was awake.
that's what I was gonna say. You were having a psychedelic experience.
Dude, it was wild.
So I saw. There's a. You obviously haven't watched it, but there's a show on Apple called Loot. It's a new show.
Luke?
Loot.
Give me the
It's
loot.
basically Maya Rudolph plays a chick who basically gets a divorce. Like, you know how the Bezos thing went down,
Yeah.
where she got
She got-
half.
yeah.
Same thing.
She got a few billion
So it's
dollars.
being filmed in this fucking house that's like called the One. It's like it's the richest, it's the most expensive house on the planet. I think the most expensive real estate on the planet.
Is Jeff Bezos'
Hundred?
house or something?
No. It's built by. It's not used by anybody. It's 100,000 square feet.
Damn.
It has
That's a
a
big bitch.
full theater with a
100,000.
full like a candy room that's probably my bedroom. Like this whole area, just a candy room full of candy.
Full of candy.
Full of candy. Fucking 6 pools. 6 full-size pools.
And how many people?
Indoors, right?
No, 2 of them, 3 of them are indoors, or 3 of them are outdoors, and I think a couple.
Does anybody live there?
No,
Okay.
nobody lives there.
What do
They
you
rent
mean,
it.
But they use it for events?
They rent this TV show, rented it just to shoot it because that's their
Oh,
home.
okay, I got
They
you.
said that they shot certain scenes that were supposed to like take place outside the home in the home. Like it's such a big
Such a
house.
big-
It has
yeah.
such a unique.
Yeah,
Like they didn't show you half the house
yeah.
type thing. And the other some of that house they were dude that's
That's out there.
so it's built for that.
Where's
That's all
that?
it's
In
built for.
America then?
Yeah, it's in California, Beverly Hills.
Of course it is.
Yeah, right.
Of course it
Those
is.
old English money.
I mean,
They got
mansions-
ridiculous
The
houses,
mansions
man.
are pretty fucking.
They're ridiculous houses out there. That guy,
I bet they're
Rick Ross.
assholes out
Have you
there.
ever seen Rick Ross's house?
I can't imagine.
Oh my God.
No, I never seen
And the other guy, Drake, he had a house in
Oh,
Toronto.
his new house?
Oh,
Yeah, that thing.
it don't look like a house. It look like a goddamn spaceship.
They didn't do
500 million. Did I say 500 million or 500,000? I think I said 500,000.
500,000.
It's 500 million.
the house.
The house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
like
course.
Drake's house is 25 million.
Yeah.
This
So
house-
that tells you just how
Yeah.
deep this shit is.
500.
Million.
Drake's is only 25.
Probably. It might be more.
It might be between 25 and 50.
But the
Yeah.
whole thing's built as a homage to
500.
himself. So it's like, who's gonna want? Unless you're just a fan of Drake.
Well, it has that what design? Elizabethan design to it, kind of too.
Okay.
It's weird. It's weird.
I mean,
It don't look like a residential
full
house.
asphalt court.
It don't really look like a residential house. It looks more like a building.
Just the fucking maintenance to keep that up.
Oh yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah.
The furnace
Rick,
and AC.
wait a minute, Rick Ross's estate is so big that the landscape cost him so much money, he went out and bought all the landscape equipment. He does it himself. I think he got a landscaping bill for like $300,000 or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, fuck that.
Basically started his own landscape
He said-
company.
yeah, he
Hire
said-
people.
He said it was cheaper for him to buy the equipment and do it himself. I mean, he probably had relatives to help him, but you know. hey.
That's smart as hell, yeah. Like, fuck that, I ain't gonna.
And this other celebrity, who was it? I can't remember. The one that was in Fast and Furious. He says
Vin
that
Diesel.
no, one of the black guys.
Oh,
He says that
Ludacris?
no, the other one.
Exhibit.
No.
No, the
that's
other one. I
The
can't think of his-
R&B singer.
Yeah, right, that
In
one.
there?
Yeah, that one. The
Oh,
R&B singer.
No,
Tyrese
he was
or
like
something?
Tyrese, that's it.
Because he was in Babyface or something.
So check him out. He says that he was getting his taking his clothes to the cleaners, right?
Yeah.
That motherfucker, he got a cleaners bill for $30,000.
For like 1 month or
He went and bought the machines and
Yeah.
hired his relatives to do all that.
I'm
He
gonna say
said
my
he coming out
basement
way
too.
cheaper.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Plus, he's got a rich McCall on his property. What is it? Which franchise? He got a Church's Chicken
Get out of here. On his property?
right next to his house.
I'll just buy me a franchise. Fuck this. I ain't giving him my
Such
money.
bad food.
It's terrible food.
He's probably just feeding his employees.
Terrible food. I mean, it's okay once in a while if you want to go
You know,
there. That's
like,
all right.
That's like the company story. You're going to give your employees the money and then they're going to go spend it at the Church's Chicken you own. And you're going to get it right back. Company store, baby.
The Church's Chicken by my house closed. I drove
How
by.
would they close?
I drove
Church's
by-
is the best, man.
That's
I like
what.
it.
That's what I can't figure out. Anytime we drove by this Church's Chicken, there was a line of
You
cars.
talking about 8 Mile?
No, it's on Myers and James Cousins.
Oh.
And I mean, anytime you drove by there, it'd be a line of cars. You didn't even want to get in that line.
Maybe they got stripped of their franchise
I don't know. Cause
Dude, you know it does that
They didn't
too.
pay their
it couldn't be lost of
franchisees.
money. It couldn't have been lost of
Popeyes
money.
has always got a line too. It's crazy.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what did I say?
Churches?
No, I meant to say Popeyes.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Popeyes be expensive though.
I don't really. I think I
know, it's
might have
bad.
eaten at Popeyes one time.
They fry it in such
got-
bad
No,
fat.
it's no, it ain't that bad.
Yeah, it is. They use like a real hydrogenated oil. They don't use good oil. Like, fried chicken should be made in fucking beef tallow. Like, should be made in beef fat.
To be healthiest, or like coconut oil.
Coconut oil is not bad because it holds its. But beef tallow is a better because it's like fries. When you cook fries with the beef tallow,
your body can actually use that.
yeah, you can actually because you're
It's got
putting the
nutrients.
fat with the carb, and your body can read it better, and it's easier for it to use. It's not just crazy fucking
Mm-hmm.
energy.
Waste.
Super, so much energy. Jesus Christ.
But that's it. But check this out.
What?
When I was a kid, black people cooked fried chicken and everything in what was called lard.
Yeah, I know. Lard's good too.
Yeah, that's actually.
That's just pork fat.
Right, that's actually natural.
But the problem is you can't find any fucking lard around here that's not literally fucking
vegetable oil.
hydrogenated
fucking lard.
Well,
Yeah, they
Like-
mixed it.
They mix or they hydrogenate it with some hydrogen,
I don't know, hydrogen.
which basically makes it so it preserves it.
Oh.
It makes it so it's
Preservative.
shelf stable for a long time.
they do all kind of shit to food, man.
But it fucks up the whole thing.
Man, they do all kind of weird shit to food.
Yeah, it's part of the reasons why our society sucks at times.
That's probably the reason why half the society is nutty buddy.
Yeah, it is. They're eating a really bad diet.
Europe had like way better food.
Who?
Europe, they don't use all the antibiotics,
Right.
hormones and shit.
They have a sustainable way of making food.
And then their water, they got like stricter standards for their water.
Dude,
Can't
did
have
you just hear what the
chlorine
court
and
did?
shit.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Who?
The court just dropped the EPA, like basically just nutted the EPA. So all the shit that was set up to keep carbon emissions and all that shit just got nutted out.
Well,
Well, it's being done worldwide, I guess.
well, dude, you know what's going
I've
on.
seen some
Come
shit
on.
about that somewhere else too.
See, that's the point I'm making.
We're fucked.
It's a fucking simulation. It's never any time something isn't going wrong. As soon as one thing clears up, something else is going wrong. And as soon as that's cleared up, something else or two other things are going wrong. Yeah, why is that? Why don't we have a stretch of time where nothing goes wrong?
I mean, the 90s felt pretty nice.
No.
What are you, crazy?
I was
No.
young.
Yes,
Oh, I
exactly.
was
You was
so
young. Exactly. No, the 90s wasn't all that. There's always something going wrong.
Yeah, the riots in the 90s.
It's always something going wrong. There's no peace period. Always something going wrong. This is like a ball of confusion. Like that Temptations record. That's what this is. It really is, man, because, I mean, look, what's going on in the world right now? That's all kind of weird shit going on, man.
Oh, yeah.
The war over there in Crimea.
At
And
any given moment, something nuts going on. And yeah, it's
all the time.
It's hard.
Now over here, that abortion thing, you know, I mean, there'll be something else out there. They're probably going to try to take away gay
told
marriage.
You, hold on, I just told you that they ruled down the EPA.
Yeah.
It's going to get to the everything else.
Well, yeah.
They're basically going to turn this country into a a Kansas or a Texas.
Oh, that's good for us, man. We need the weed illegal again.
I don't think they'll make weed illegal
Damn it.
because they're putting everything to the
You
states.
don't want this to be like Texas. No, you don't want that.
I understand
You don't
that.
want that, buddy.
Everything would burn down.
You don't want that. No, that's not going to work around here. Well, see, basically what they're trying to do.
What happens if Texas secedes?
Well,
What do you think would happen?
you know about readout, right?
Aren't they? Didn't they put it on the vote?
Don't you know what readout is?
No.
It's Wyoming, Utah. What else stays up there? Montana. And I think it's one other.
Oregon,
But it's only parts.
Idaho.
It's only, yeah, I know. It's only parts of them. They want to have their own government. And it's all these, what do they call them? Alt-right type
Yeah,
people.
the right wing. That's what I was thinking. That's why they all moved right up in that area.
They took over the town. They took over
The
everything.
governments and everything.
They took over everything. They control everything. It's no Democrats in the politics. There's all Republicans. You only getting one side, buddy.
Oh man.
So you either live here and live like we want to live, or get the hell out of here.
That's crazy.
It's gonna get crazier. I keep telling you, dude.
They're expanding.
You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. It's gonna get crazy.
Yeah, we've seen it. It's just happened in other countries.
No.
Other countries have had this problem. We're not the first country in time to have an issue.
You know what?
They weren't spoiled like us.
It's just like
they had the problem. Though.
No,
yeah, they were. That's one of the reasons they had the problem.
No, but it's easy to sit here. It's easy to sit here and say that. But then when you can't leave out of your house because when you can't leave out of your house because there are national guards out there with ARs and there's a tank rolling up and down the street, everything changes.
I'm pretty sure I've been pretty anti-fucking army since we started the show. I'm very much against our fucking giant fucking military.
Let me see.
They spent the only reason they keep they're doing it on purpose because it gives you a way to control your population. Like this whole
throw money
this
away
whole
and say,
false,
I went to the military. Don't
this
worry
whole
about
false Second Amendment bullshit that they wag in front of your face is all just a way for them to say, yeah, keep thinking you have a chance.
We
have bombs like.
Yeah, whole city's gone.
Not even whole city. I can blow up your house and make it look like a fucking gas leak.
Yeah, it was a meth lab there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, meth lab. There you go. Make it look like a meth lab.
The religious right are taking over this country. I shouldn't say they're taking over. They're trying to take over. They took over
in the fucking 80s with Reagan.
They're trying to take I'm talking about dominate. I'm talking. There won't be any Democrats. There will not be a Democratic Party. It'll just be a Republican Party, and that'll be it.
I don't know.
Yeah, but they're working off yesterday.
What did they try to do on January 6th? What did they try to do?
I mean, that's different. That's a small group of people.
But they almost pulled it off.
They didn't pull off anything.
Dude.
All they did is run around and get people arrested.
No,
what did they're not getting would they get hang Mike Pence? What happens then? Nancy Pelosi's the one that makes
it was a plot.
Next day they swear in the president.
No, it was a plot to overthrow the government is what it was. It was
I know what it was.
With no military though.
Yeah, you gotta have the military on your side to fucking have a coup. Like the real military.
How many people voted for Trump?
Dude, I think that was because of Kamala.
Wait a minute, hold it. All I'm saying, he has a military.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He has a parcel.
Oh, believe me, he has a huge military.
He's got an army of keyboard.
He has a huge army. He has a huge. Why do you think they're so afraid of him, man?
Who?
Trump. They're afraid to arrest him. They're afraid to put him in jail because
Is he in court right now or some shit?
He's been in court all his life.
Yeah, dude.
He's been in court all his whole life.
He's literally been since he was.
He should have been arrested a long time ago.
Yeah, he's done. He should have been gone to jail in the 80s.
A long time ago.
The 80s, the 70s, the 70s. Basically, they was building their empire off of government money.
Yep.
Fraud.
It's called fraud. A lot of it's called fraud.
No, most of it's basically knowing how to pay the right politician to get the right contract.
Yeah.
That's illegal. It's illegal.
It's fraud. They don't, obviously, if you're rich enough, you don't have
all that stuff has what we call a time limit. You can run out of time.
to get them now. They don't want to put him in jail because I don't know why.
You know why. What do you think will happen when they put him in jail? What do you think's going to happen?
What do you think is going to happen?
There'll be street revolution.
Oh my God, no.
Oh, you guys don't understand.
What does that mean?
That means that there's going to be
a fucking Washington again.
There's going to be an element that are going to terrorize people.
There already are.
No, I'm talking about on a way bigger level.
Yes, I get you. There'll probably be more mass shootings. There'll be military type shooting or bombings and shit like that, like actual terrorist activity.
No, they're gonna try to take over government buildings and shit like that, man.
Yeah, but that's like short-term stuff.
Yeah,
They're
they don't do anything.
disrupt something for 2 days and then they're gonna get put in jail.
I don't know.
There's-
You know how many people that'll go along with that? You have no idea.
Yeah.
You have no
Like in
idea.
Oregon, what they do? They took a couple of blocks for a couple of weeks or maybe a couple
Yeah.
of months even.
It was.
But then what? They didn't get nowhere. Nothing changed.
Who you talking about?
The fucking
Whoever
Wall
did
Street
that, I don't-
people, or they're not Wall Street, but it was the Black Lives Matter shit.
Oh,
They took
They
over
took that whole
Oregon, and made it
city.
a lawless section of.
yes.
It was like 5 blocks or something.
So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
no
4 or
cops.
5 blocks. Yeah, right.
Autonomous.
Yeah, and then nothing happened after that. It's like
What do you mean nothing happened?
they just went home
Yeah,
and then everything went back to normal.
yes, because it's status quo. What you gonna do? You can't fight forever. You gotta go home. You gotta go to work. You gotta raise your kids.
That's what happened with the right-wing people. They got lives.
At
you
some
know?
point, they're just.
They got lives. They gotta move on.
Trump's gonna die. He's fucking old as shit.
See, this shit is deep.
Bro.
It's way deep. It ain't got. You know what? It's
How
way,
is he
The
still?
simulation won't let him die.
It's so deep. No, he could die.
Monty, bro.
He could die in his sleep tonight. He could die in his sleep tonight.
Bring
But
it
it
back.
doesn't make any difference.
You don't think
He's
that?
just one meatball head motherfucker.
Yeah, but he's the real meatball that all the dumb ones really like.
But now he's got a whole bunch of minions. Wait a minute, listen. He's got a whole bunch of minions, a lot of junior Trumps.
Yeah, but they
let's
don't
take
have
it
the
back.
same pull. That's the thing.
Yeah, but they don't follow his blueprint. Come on,
I
dude.
don't know, man.
That's like
Yes,
Reagan,
they
bro.
will, dude.
Reagan was the star. No one else could take Reaganomics on like he did.
True.
So they're like, fuck
Yeah,
Reaganomics.
once fucking Reagan was gone, it was like again, he has to.
Well, Reagan started all this shit.
You're still
Reagan-
answering the question,
Reagan-
how is he still alive?
Who? Trump?
Yes,
Because he's protected.
but
He
the-
lives off sugar.
yeah.
He's protected.
Sugar won't let him die.
I mean, I understand why his brain doesn't work properly anymore.
It never did. Well, I shouldn't say
It never
that because he disagrees with certain things. I disagree doesn't mean his brain doesn't work. It just means that he makes
Yeah.
poor decisions.
How is he not in like the media now though?
Because it's the good old boys club, man. Come on, dude.
Not to.
Man, come on. Millionaires and trillionaires and billionaires protect each other.
Well, he's not in the media because they don't need him to be. He'll be in the media once it fucking.
He's in the
Once
media.
he's running again.
He's in the media every day. What are you talking about? He's on YouTube every damn day, all day long.
Well, it's not just
Oh,
you.
I pull out my phone right now. He's all over it. Every day.
Not mine.
He's doing interviews. and talking to
Every
people?
day.
He does
Every day.
because he's doing midterm rallies.
Or he's tweeted something on his new
I figured he'd be on like Fox News or.
what's that new
No, they don't. They still bring
He'd be
him
like
on.
a
he's on Fox.
Anchor.
He's on there every day. He's on there every day.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Oh.
He,
I think he.
if he's not on there, he's talking to them on the telephone.
No, I don't think so because a lot of them.
I look at it every day, dude. I look at Fox every day in the morning,
Do
and I
you?
look at CNN every day in the morning,
How does your
and I look
brain
at
not-
MSNBC every day in the morning.
Your brain wants, like, it probably wants to punch you in the face.
No, you need this knowledge. You have to know both sides.
There's no
get
knowledge.
both sides.
There's plenty of knowledge.
There's like.
Oh, there's a
10%.
ton of knowledge.
I don't know.
There is not.
Okay, all right.
Gotta be a little bit.
These guys make the world go round, man. What are you talking about? These are the people that
These
make the
guys are
world go
what
round.
keeping the world from going around. They are AT&T back in the fucking 70s and 80s.
So you need.
We basically don't. If AT&T wins it, because you ever hear about this? You were around. AT&T. There was a 10-year lawsuit to break them up.
That wasn't too
finally.
long ago.
No, and it was in the 1979, 1980. They broke them up.
Oh, because of Monopoly?
Yeah,
Yes.
it took them 10 years.
Because they were overcharging.
Within 4 years, we had the internet.
They were overcharging everybody.
So we're at a stage now.
They were a
They
monopoly.
stretched it almost all the way.
They were a monopoly. And they were overcharging everybody.
How much were they charging?
Oh,
Well, I don't
They
remember.
were just ripping people
I don't
off.
remember.
And they were
It
ripping
was
off
like
sections of
30,
places.
$40 back then. So that's like the equivalent of our internet.
And they might not service a certain area because they didn't think it would make money.
Yeah.
Actually, back then, that'd be double what our shit is now.
And they had like contracts from the government too.
Man, that shit was expensive, man.
Yeah.
First time I had cable, that shit was expensive.
But once they go away, and you start breaking them up into small,
never had cable.
you get the companies, because what they did is they swallowed up all the fucking information and all the things that would compete against them.
Suppress it.
They swallowed it up and suppressed it. And that's what's happening now.
That's the capitalist way, man.
I mean,
That's capitalism at its finest. It is. You got to remember what you're living under.
Yeah, dominate to make the most bucks.
If it don't make money, it don't make sense.
Yeah, that's kind of a sad way to go about your life, though.
What's going on? What's going on? I sat and listened to this guy. Guy interviewed all these Trump people doing when they were trying to take over the Capitol and shit. He was interviewing them, and the shit they were saying, like what the are you living under a rock?
yeah.
I mean, the stuff they were saying, man.
They
It was
believe some shit.
they eating babies. The Democrats are
that
eating
stuff?
babies.
Oh, yeah.
QAnon
Just
stuff?
dumbass
Straight up
shit,
QAnon.
and they believe it. They believe.
Getting their adrenaline, their adrenochrome fucking glands and
It's
shit.
See, Rush Limbaugh is responsible for a lot of that too. That Rush motherfucker that died.
No, it was Rush and it was Alex Jones. Because
Wait.
when Rush got off the air and when he died, Alex Jones.
Alex Jones in trouble right now. He is
Took
gigantic. He getting ready to have all his money taken, all of it.
Yeah, because he's
All
a
of it.
fucking lying piece of shit. Like,
And the stuff he's lying about is so asinine. It's just asinine. Like,
yeah, that's one of the things I didn't like about Rogan was giving him some credence.
yeah, he had him on there too many times.
Yeah, like you get.
I don't mind him having him on there once, but after that, I was done with
Yeah,
him.
one time to get his side of the story.
Yeah, right.
And then when you realize his side of the story is him figuring out a way to make you watch his show.
And it don't take long to see through that if you got any kind of,
If you're not fearful.
You just hear his headlines be like, oh, he's just saying anything to get views.
Yeah, he does.
He made $250 million in 9 months.
Jesus.
Saying stupid shit.
Selling that bullshit he be selling. He be selling that, what do you call it, prepper shit for people that think the world's coming to an end.
You got a whole
Sounds like
fucking
a-
bucket you buy or something.
Yeah, shit like that.
He
Yeah,
also sells like fucking protein drinks and shit.
yeah, protein drinks,
Or these super like
vitamins.
cleansers.
Yeah, right. All that
Like,
supposedly health
the
shit.
silver sulfate or
Yeah, silver, yeah.
the silver shit you spray on plants. It's like
Colloidal silver.
colloidal silver. He'll sell that probably. He's a snake salesman.
Yeah, you can make that at home with nothing.
But I mean, if you sit and listen to him for 15 minutes, you're like, this is about, get the fuck on.
Yeah, for real.
Some people don't.
Yeah.
Oh man, they want to believe it, so they're like, yes, finally someone's saying this crazy shit I'm thinking.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I think some crazy shit. I really, in my mind, the conspiracy is there. It's just, it's been the oil companies
It's been
for the
everything.
last, since our lifetime, since you've been alive.
It's been
The oil
everything.
companies have basically done everything they can to suppress the population. And one of the reasons they do, I believe the government has suppressed the population and has started making people poorer is because they don't have a draft. And they need people to join their fucking armies. And rich people don't join armies.
No.
Educated people don't join armies.
Very seldom.
Yeah, not
Very
often.
seldom. 1 in 1,000.
So,
Because most of these senators and congressmen, most of their kids didn't serve. They didn't serve and their kids didn't serve. A few of them do.
Yeah, but
Don't get me wrong.
Most
A few of them do, but the percentage is low. Because somebody,
of them career.
because 60 Minutes did a show about
and
it.
if they did serve, they served from the fucking,
National Guard or some
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
from the bench.
yeah, they stayed in the back lines.
Yeah.
Corporate office. I was just secretary for this guy.
Yeah.
Well, we're too much of a military,
Yeah.
a religious military country. It's crazy
The whole world
when you
doesn't
think
even have a
about it.
military. What the fuck?
When you think about it, it's kind of crazy
What
too.
what
there
if
was
it's
no
really
military?
the only way to deal with this, the only way to break this in humans is for a Watchmen event?
What the hell is a Watchman?
You never read Watchmen? You ever read Watchmen?
I've seen the movie.
It's a-
I haven't read the book,
The book is
but I have an
it's
idea.
a graphic novel.
I have
It's
a
like
yes. I have an
considered-
idea.
If you talk to comic aficionados.
Yeah.
It's considered the
Oh,
best.
not a comic?
Yes, yes, one
Yeah,
of
it's
the,
the best graphic novel ever made
Yeah.
because it's not. It was released as a actual full novel, and it's pretty good.
Yeah,
It
you
deals
have
with
to buy a bunch of issues.
yeah, it deals with a lot of shit. Like takes place in '85, and U.S. and Russia are at their like
yeah.
they're
yeah.
right there.
Peak of that.
Shit's about to go
Oh, boy.
off. So this dude devises a plan, and his plan is to create a completely different species of animal that's not of this earth, something that could not be traced back to any animal on Earth. And he does this and then teleports it. It's supposed to be this giant fucking thing. Teleports it right on New York. And when he does, it basically kills 3 million people.
Whole
I
bunch
was about to
of
say, to kill half the planet or something.
It killed like 3 million people
In New York.
instantaneously. Well, and the outskirts.
Yeah.
Because the actual rip in the sky, the
It was
drop of it,
huge.
was so big and blinding. It was such a
It was
big
huge.
injury event that it basically, you would be like,
Fried a lot of
Vaporized
people. Just
people.
fried a lot of
your-
people.
Your brain was just fried.
Just fried.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So, but he does this to bring peace.
How does that bring peace?
Because they have something to fight.
Something in common, a common enemy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, that old ploy.
Always, you know.
Oh, that's an
It's a
ancient.
common enemy.
That's an
Yeah.
ancient ploy. That goes back to
Because-
Hello to Troy.
Son of
There's a
yeah.
guy in this whole
Dude.
story named Dr. Manhattan, and he's like a blue
Oh, he the
being.
dude. He's the
He
dude.
basically, during the Manhattan Project,
He's a
he gets-
supreme being.
Yeah, he gets trapped in one of those things that they were doing the nuclear tests in. He gets trapped in it, and it rips him down to like destroys him. But then he rebuilds himself, and he's like this being that lives
One of those
in
superhero
all
type
time.
things.
He like lives on the outskirts of time, basically.
wow.
Lives in every moment.
Different dimensions, all that shit.
Yeah, and he can make anything out of anything.
He can duplicate himself 1,000 times. Hey, I have an army of just him.
Get big. Well, he doesn't even need an army because he can literally just do this and watch all your heads explode.
Yep. He's, like I said, a supreme being.
Because he can control all the matter inside of you.
Yeah, make all your.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That's
And he
wild.
walks
He's
around
just so
naked all the
powerful.
time.
He's always butt naked.
People can see him.
Oh,
His
fuck.
dog is hanging out all the time.
And of course, he's a white dude that gave himself a giant blue dick.
Yeah. Well, he's blue, period. Isn't he all blue?
Yeah.
Oh, bluish white?
Yeah, but he's still got the white guy.
Yeah,
facial
features.
And he was a white guy.
He
Before
was,
he got
yeah.
Yeah.
reconstructed or whatever.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
You have to get rid of him because if the squid monster shows up, then he can just deal with it. But if
He'll deal with it.
yeah, if he's not there anymore, you know what I'm saying? Then you have a problem because now the squid showed up. We have to work together.
The squid monster.
Which again could happen. Like you know,
Russia's our
you
common
believe the
enemy.
aliens are making more contact than they have before.
I'm telling you,
So maybe it is.
within the next, I'll make a prediction. Within 3 years, they're going to be absolutely positive about the aliens.
No, we're
It's not gonna
already
be-
What do you mean?
You have the same shirt I'm wearing. That's crazy. What's up, Brian?
They're going to tell the truth about what they know and what they don't know.
Oh,
Hey, as long as they ain't attacking us.
could you imagine like
No, they're not trying to attack.
What
They-
kind of-
if they wanted to, they could have, though. You know
If
what
you
I
Right,
mean?
no doubt. Yeah.
travel the universe? Because obviously
It messed us up. too.
these probably aren't creatures. Because if they're trying to come to our planet, they have to be creatures that can live in the same kind of environment, somewhat that we can.
Well, some of
Maybe they got.
wait a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Wait a minute. Let's remember something. It's more than one type visiting us. It's not just one type.
Yeah,
Some of them can breathe oxygen. Some of them can't. That's why all of them can't really come in contact with us because we get sick. They might have a certain type of bacteria that will fuck us up.
See, that's why I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
man.
really. I'm not. I'm gonna stand on this.
No,
I feel like nah. It's too hashy.
it's very hashy,
Very.
but I like that. So.
Well, earthy. I'm gonna stand on the mountain that we can't leave this planet in the vessels we're in. You know what I'm saying?
We got morph or adapt.
Well, we have to be able to live in a vessel
Evolve, I mean, yeah.
that doesn't require.
Well, I think this planet
Bacteria.
is. This is what I call a, what do you call it? Minimum security prison. Okay.
Yeah.
How far has a man actually left off of the planet. About 268,000 miles, that's all.
Whatever
to the moon.
is.
The moon is 250-some thousand miles away. So we haven't went any further than that.
We could send someone out there though. They could
But what I'm
fly and
saying,
never come back.
but the point I'm making is, we haven't spent enough time in space to know whether we can spend a lot of time in space.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Maybe we'll like evolve.
If you're in space too long, certain things are going to have to change. You're in weightlessness. It's a totally different gravity.
Ageless.
All kind of X-rays coming through. Different types of X-rays and stuff. I mean, you know what?
Oh yeah, radiation and stuff.
Yeah.
Solar flare hits you. What happens then?
And there's a lot of shit with solar flare. That's it. You're done.
Cells are done.
This whole world is
Maybe
done.
like a solar flare happened, you just get a little bit of the wave.
No, solar flares hit the world all the time. That's what we have the atmosphere for. Just not big
But
ones.
big ones.
Yeah, no.
We're talking about big ones. Yeah, we know some hit here, but we're talking about big ones. I think the Van Allen bill has something to do with that. I believe we're keeping it out.
No, they said there's a lot more activity in the sun, like a lot more solar flares and shit going
Yep.
down.
Yep. In fact, there was a black spot on the sun. It might still be on there. It appeared about 2 months ago
Oh yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is.
in a square.
It's probably a fucking black hole or something.
Yeah, in a square.
It's square.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear about that.
You know, on top of Saturn, it's a hexagon storm. It looks like a hexagon on the top of Saturn. And it says so big you could fit the Earth right in it. The universe is a weird place.
Yeah, Jupiter and Saturn are ridiculously big.
Huge.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
ridiculous.
Jupiter is the biggest.
Yeah, it's ridiculous
It's
size.
The Earth looks like that.
Yeah, it was something crazy. It looks like a penny or something.
Yeah, it does.
Do you think it, like, Einstein was crazy at the end because of that? Like, my grandfather told me one time I was looking up the stars and I asked something to do with, like, aliens or some shit, like how far above. He goes, be careful. People have gone crazy staring at those.
Mm-hmm.
What? Your grandpa told you that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What a weird ass thing.
Well,
That's how people used to believe.
That's how a kid that.
like Einstein, think about it. He's thinking on a spatial level. Like, he's trying to contemplate numbers that, and things and size and all this different things that, like,
They're almost unbelievable.
yeah, and it was to a lot of people until it became believable.
No,
Yeah,
he
it was-
was like given that shit from aliens or something.
Maybe
Just like all the other people say, it comes to him in their dreams or it was given to him by the gods.
they did that shit in Interstellar. You ever seen Interstellar?
That's the one with Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah,
Dude, that was great.
yeah. They basically, Earth is famine. Well, Earth is at a point where the only crop that'll grow now is corn. Everything else is
Because they
basically
salted the earth with newts so damn much.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they got like, and also
Topsoil
growing the same
just blows
shit
away.
over.
Fucked up the soil
Yeah,
content.
Well, it's not
rotate
even just the
crops.
soil. It was more about. It was more like losing the bananas back in the day.
Yeah, okay.
Like you
Right.
have so many monocrops.
Yeah,
You know, if you have
One disease will kill it off.
kill everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if everyone's growing the
It
same
happened to
fucking
the
strawberries,
grapes too.
Yeah.
Grapes in France.
Yep.
so that happens to Earth to a point, and then he goes into space. They can't get off of Earth. Blah 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 blah. Come to find out that he learns how to deal with gravity, because that's like the biggest trick. Leaving this planet is gonna be gravity.
Oh yeah.
Because living outside of gravity doesn't work for humans. Your bones don't do
Yeah,
things.
your muscles.
Your
and
muscles,
shit,
everything in there. And then the bacteria, that's my point. Bacteria could change, you know, it could start, because bacteria is replicating at such a fast rate that if you change any kind of circumstance in the rotation, you can cut. That's what cancer comes from. Is your body's cells are replicating constantly.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take the smallest thing and bring it out and make it so it's not right, it'll rewire wrong and start creating the wrong shit.
That mutation and just boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
over and over super
So
fast.
if you leave the planet, and gravity is super important, and you're trying to get the fuck away, and you go without gravity, like things are gonna change.
But you know, we can't really go anywhere yet anyway.
No, we can't.
Because no, our means of travel is prehistoric.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
A rocket with some shit shooting out the back,
Right.
it
That's
takes
terrible.
forever to get somewhere.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
But if you can
Inefficient.
artificially create gravity, then
Yeah.
if you can control it,
Yeah.
then flying, that's because that's how they're moving.
Well, that's
If you're moving, if a spaceship, if you're traveling from place to place, you're using gravity.
yeah.
You're not.
You know how to control it.
Yes. So
Yeah,
you can.
you can turn it on and off, or you can make it higher or lower.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's what it's all about with them. You know, like I think that's all. You know, some of them are from other areas. Like, I think the main ones that come here are from Reticula. It's 4 light years away from us. That's really close, and
I mean, yeah,
it's a binary
It's
system.
probably close for them.
It's a binary. Well, they're just saying if you can travel at the speed of light.
Yeah, it's close for them.
Yeah, right. Not for us.
Right.
It would take like 40,000 years for us to, with the rockets we got to get
Yeah,
there.
Our technology.
Yeah,
well, yeah, and then the time's relative, so it changes.
yeah, but
And
you
you
have to.
get by other things.
Yeah, you
and-
get-
See, our problem is fuel and water.
Well, yeah, we need water to
So
survive.
I mean, so to travel that far, you need to have something big enough to carry enough fuel and water.
Or
It has
you have to
That's
be
a
able to
lot of
produce
fucking
it.
weight and water.
Have you seen the heavy? What do they call it? The heavy lifter, SpaceX, the one that's going to go to Mars. You seen it?
Yeah.
It's huge. Oh my God!
How many people?
It's
is
the
it
biggest
taking?
fucking rocket I've ever
That's the one
seen.
that's going to take a bunch of people.
To Mars, yeah. This thing is huge.
So,
Sweet, you want to go?
And I don't want to go to Mars. I want to go to the moon.
Just show me.
I want to go to the. I want to go to the far side of the moon.
What
So-
the hell for?
That's where it's all
at the end of
happening.
the movie, when he falls into a black hole.
Oh,
And
okay.
in the black hole, he deals with these 5-dimensional beings that knew how to deal with gravity. So he passes it on to his daughter. His daughter then builds, like, it's a giant fucking circular world floating through space.
Okay.
So basically, they created Earth
In space.
in space in a
Yeah.
giant circular thing.
Yeah. I've seen that before. Okay, that's a theory that they have.
Yeah, I think that's because you have to be able to.
It has to rotate though. It has to rotate
Yeah.
to maintain the gravity inside.
Yeah. Apparently, it's our muscles. and
It's
shit.
not rotating, but it's a band around it that's rotating. It's staying. Yeah.
It might
They-
actually be
They have
rotating,
mountains.
but-
They'll have mountains in there, and they'll have
Yeah, I mean,
lakes and
Yeah,
shit.
whole
Like
ecosystem.
the video game Halo is about that. It's basically this giant halo that
Okay.
that's like a whole world. Like
Okay, yeah,
basically
right,
it's
right.
Mountains and
Yeah.
giant landscapes. It's
That's
basically
crazy when you think about
the
it.
size of fucking.
That's what we're
US.
in. The simulation is them video game people are controlling.
I'm telling you, dude, it's a
Watch this.
simulation.
Boom. Hurricane.
I don't know, man. You know why you think that? Because you ain't played video games. Video
Nice.
games have way better stories.
Dude, I used to play video
No,
games all the
awesome.
time.
Not the new ones.
No, not the new ones.
It's
I
like
grew out
reading
of
a
that.
book.
I grew out of that.
How do you explain just the mass shootings in America? Man, that shit's crazy.
How do I explain that? It's the diet and the lack of education.
Diet.
Yes. If you don't
must
feed
be that.
yourself enough fucking proper food, your shit runs wrong.
It's a lot of other
Brain
things.
starts
Too. You know what else it is?
Yes, it doesn't fix itself. It doesn't ever, properly work. If you're constantly, especially if you're constantly eating.
serotonins and then
They bombard.
I understand. You gotta
Listen,
go-
our society is super violent. They bombard you all day long. What do you see all day long, all the time? In all these movies, for I say the last 20 years, it's always machine guns and flamethrowers and
explosions.
explosions and people running around shooting and helicopters, jet planes, missiles flying.
No, it's
And
terrible.
well, this is how you grow up.
But it's all a fantasy shit.
No, when you're young, it has an effect on you.
No, man, our generation never shot up schools, and we were going through all that. And same with your generation.
Never did what?
We
Shot
didn't
up
shut schools.
No, never.
But we
Yeah,
watched
because
TV.
because we were living in reality.
Well, we also didn't have the same access
We didn't have
to
no-
guns.
No, I did. It was in every corner and loaded in my house.
That's fine. But not. It was a lot less of your house than there
In-
was more of my houses than there are now.
In most-
Yeah, it was more
It's flipped.
religious. back
In
then,
most
too.
black households back then, everybody knew that everybody's father had a gun, but you never saw it. He kept it up somewhere. You never see it, but you knew he had one. Because if something went wrong, hear a noise at night, he would go get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, so
Around, like, what's going
they all
on?
had them, but they didn't flaunt them.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't have AR-9
Yeah.
guns. You know, they were probably 22s and 38s.
Well, now you have people who are like, it's become. The industry is, how do I make you want? That's another reason why you get poor people. Again, it's harder for, when I say poor, I mean like, the middle class in our country is completely different than the middle class when you were young. Like, the middle class in our country doesn't own 3 properties or 2 properties. They own guns and 1 property. You know what I'm saying? Like, and both parents are working type shit. Like, there's a lot of factors to go into why there's more gun access, there's more on mental health, but the mental health thing doesn't translate in most middle class or lower places. It's only in the top part where they actually put effort into fucking
Man,
dealing with
all
the
that
mental
shit-
health.
Yeah.
all that shit is just a big fucking excuse to
What is?
sell fucking guns.
Well, yeah, to scare you, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Scare
just
you
to sell
to-
fucking guns, man, and you
It's
know.
just bad parenting, man. What the fuck? How are you gonna let your kid do that shit?
Well, first of all,
How you gonna let your kid be
your
depressed?
kid shouldn't even know
Well,
you have a gun
that's the
until
thing.
he gets a certain
Most of his
age.
parents
You
don't-
understand what I'm saying? Your kid shouldn't even know you have a gun until they get a certain age.
I assume most of the parents are people who are of that mindset that your mental health problems aren't real. Just pick your shit up, get over it, and move on.
Yeah, I think they're just too busy working and shit.
Well, no, it's
But wait a minute, hold
my
it.
dad's mental health outlook was that.
But you
There's-
gotta notice something's wrong with your kid. And if you don't take the time to do something, what the fuck? That's your
My
fault.
dad-
It's your fault your kid shot that school.
My
not
dad
his.
thought,
What sort of his?
was worried, like that I was going to kill him and his wife
Yeah.
in bed when they were sleeping. I like hurt somehow.
What made him think that?
Because I don't know.
Because they didn't know what was wrong with him and he probably didn't want to talk
Well,
about
I
it.
lost two family members, so there's that, and I don't know, something I did was not, because again, I'm not them, but my dad wanted me to be this, like, whatever, and I'm not. I'm fucking off. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
I'm a fucked up kid. I don't have any real hope or ambition to do shit. I just want
So it sounded like they like gave up on you.
to. Well, yeah, they
we
thought I
gotta
was.
protect ourselves.
He's just gonna like you're a perv. Like they found. I remember when they found my porn
Oh
stash.
my god.
Oh my
And it
god.
was a lot. Oh my god, I had a problem. But again, I'm fucking 18
Every
years old.
kid had that.
Yeah.
Every kid had that shit.
17?
Every
18?
How do
kid.
you not acquire a lot of porn back then?
Oh,
we
I
did not
just
have the
got it.
internet.
But I just got it. I didn't have it forever. I only had it for like a week.
Oh, for
Because
real?
someone had given it to me.
Oh wow.
But poor,
That sucks. You
But
didn't
that
even
was-
watch it all.
No, it was all more magazines.
Oh, okay.
But that was a deviant.
But most
there was
porn-
something wrong with me.
Send him to church.
most porn back then was 8mm, and you had a
Back
projector.
when?
I seen those when I was
Not
5
when I was a
or
kid.
7.
That's when I was
Yeah,
young.
I know.
Yeah.
We found one when my cousins were older, so they were like, "Dude, we found a porn in there watching it in my room. And it was the 8mm.
Yep, there's
Put it on the wall.
Millimeter.
8mm.
Or 10mm. I don't know what the hell.
If you want to watch porno back in the day, you had an 8mm little projector,
projector, yeah.
and you could buy 8mm films
Yeah. No, it
that
was,
lasted about 5 to 15 minutes.
I remember the rooms. Like all
You
the.
get one scene on the whole movie.
Because you remember back in the day, like Blockbuster was the start of our fall of
Oh, those
civilization.
rooms?
No, not even at Blockbuster, but you remember the
They
used-
didn't have
like
a Blockbuster, no.
video, whatever the fuck they're called,
They have one up here called Movie
Oh,
Mania.
rental places.
I was a dildo policeman. Do you know what that
You
is?
protected the dildo shop.
The dildo shop where you had the boost. The guys put the quarters in and shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I was the guy to prevent them to more than one person going into a booth.
So they wouldn't be fucking. Yeah.
Exactly.
2 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Where at in Detroit?
6 Mile and Woodward.
Get out of here. They had them around here. I was.
Oh,
And
it's fucking. Are you
and,
talking
and
about?
the other one on 8 Mile right there by Greenfield. They're owned by the same
okay.
people.
Are you talking about where the
The bookstore there.
the bookstore on 8 Mile or 6 Mile and Woodward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
I
had
was-
booths inside the store there.
Yeah.
The place when I was 18, 19, there was still a place that had, it was in Flint called Velvet Touch. And it was one of those places where you walked in and they had all the movies and it was like a shop. And then they had a back area where they had like you put a quarter in, you press a couple buttons and
Peep show.
you could go through the different movies.
Right.
Well, they had.
It might be 20 movies on. You just press a button to another movie. You know, until you
They call it the dildo.
until you find a movie that you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys.
No, the Peep Show was next door at Deja Vu. Deja Vu had a Peep Show section
That was a real girl.
where you walk up and
That's a franchise. Deja Vu's are all over
Yeah,
Michigan.
because they're all naked.
They're all over Michigan.
Shit.
And then
You couldn't buy alcohol.
But this one would have no liquor.
Yeah.
This one, the Velvet Touch, had a separate side where if you walked in there, a couple girls would walk out, and
Yeah.
they
hookers?
velvet touch you.
Yeah.
If they were hookers, you could probably buy them, right?
Oh yeah, you could definitely. That's the.
You can work something out.
The trick was I'm just velvet touching you.
Yeah.
They would come out and do that though?
Huh?
That's crazy.
Well, they didn't come out and do it. You would go in a room with them. Like it was kind of like supposed to be a massage, but it was not a massage. It was
okay.
more like a touching because they put this like thing over you and
With the velvet.
and they'd rub you while the velvet
What?
was on there. Yeah, you'd be naked and you'd have the velvet on.
Oh, you be naked.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes more sense. I was getting ready to say,
Because
what
then the
fuck?
velvet gets the
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I
Oh,
understand.
yeah.
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 The velvet touch too.
Yeah, that's a good
That's the
little,
velvet touch.
good little trick they had going on there.
Still probably happens.
All over the place, everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got that
there's
on
still
8 Mile right now.
I guarantee you, the massage shop. There's a couple massage places that
Hey.
still open here.
In Thailand, you get a full body massage for $1.25.
$1.25. It's like an hour.
Full
two
body
like that.
massage.
I bet it hurts after you're done.
Full body. Oh, you get
You get
they'll
different
give it to you.
styles,
They'll give it
I'm
to you any way you want. If you want it rough, deep, they give it to you that way. If you want it
Deep.
light touch,
That's
they'll
so
give it to you
cheap,
that way.
man.
And,
I would
and the
do
girls
that.
sit out in front of the place. It'd
have
be
to get
6 or 7 girls. Just okay.
3
Go back
massages
there.
a day if I was there.
So I'm going with Braden.
That's cheap.
I'm going to play golf with Braden again tomorrow. He's going to Amsterdam for the first time.
Braden?
Really?
Yeah, so they're gonna. He
In
flies into
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam and then he flies out of Amsterdam to go to Sweden, and then they're gonna drive from Sweden through
Did he say he's
Denmark.
gonna stay there for a day or two though?
I think it's a day, 2 days. I think maybe a day and a night.
Night and a day.
What
Something
hotel?
like
Do you know
that.
what hotel?
But I think they're staying at the same one I did, the Jordan,
In the Jordan?
the cheap one, not the real one, but the cheap side. And so they're gonna be in the same area. So obviously they're gonna make him go to the Paradox. But he wants to. He's like trying to get those. He's like, oh, I gotta buy one.
Those menus.
Yeah, he's like, let me try to buy one.
Yeah, you can ask him.
I'll
He's
get
gonna
that.
be like, no, what the fuck, you crazy American? They told me it was illegal for them to give me those and sell them and shit.
Did you see that?
Is that what they told you?
Yeah.
See
Oh,
that
really?
there on the fence?
Whatever.
Yeah.
That dude gave me like 2 of them for free at that place because he loved us, but the other place charged me like $15 or something for one.
Which,
Boob.
you know, it's a cool souvenir.
Yeah, I agree. I would pay for it if I had to.
Yeah, I prefer he bring me seeds back.
Of course.
Just randomly grab some from somewhere. Because now you can bring them into the country, right?
I don't know.
DNA, I don't think you can get. DNA won't ship into the country yet.
They won't.
No, they have to go through a seed bank.
It's so crazy online, like no one even buys seeds from Europe anymore. It's all about American breeders.
Well, because of Kush.
Because of
OG.
In-house and belief and shit. We got shit that's way whiter than theirs now.
Well,
This is way better.
because they're still illegal.
And then in Amsterdam, all they buy is fucking our wheat. You know, in the coffee shops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tourists anyway. It's all they want is American weed when they go to Amsterdam.
The markets. If we ever get to a point,
The weed's better.
if it doesn't keep flipping back the way it's going, because right now there's no chance weed's gonna ever get legal on a fucking federal level.
Why you say that?
Oh, it will.
The courts.
It will.
Didn't they just pass it?
It will. It will.
And it just has to go.
It's
through
all
Senate?
about the money, man. It ain't about the courts. It's about
I know,
the
but
money.
there's a lot of money
defeat
still.
China, bro. So we gotta grow our shit.
All of these
We're growing our
Republicans.
population with no abortions, and we're gonna grow our economy with weed.
All
We're
of
gonna
these,
defeat China.
there's a ton of these Republicans got stock in these cannabis companies, man.
I get it.
They're not, they're going for the money, man.
It's not that many.
All about the
And
Benjamins.
there's a lot. They got a lot more stock in the fucking prison system.
Yeah, but you say it's not that many. We're talking
Ain't that
about.
much money.
We're
in
talking
prison.
about. Oh,
Yeah, there is.
It costs
Man.
$70,000 a year to house an inmate.
And they get
every
it from the government.
every
Yeah,
state,
the government don't want to give it to them no more, probably.
No, they keep giving it to them. That's the
Every-
point.
For what?
every state.
Because that's how it works. It's
Why?
If
Why
you're,
is the government paying to, put us in jail?
because that's how it works. Why are
These
there
are
privately owned
wait a
prisons?
minute, these are private prisons.
Yeah,
They're
why are
getting
they
money from
privately
the
owned?
government?
Yeah,
So why is the government willing to give them money?
You're in cahoots with them.
yeah.
They're getting the taxes.
It's like say
Private.
Texas. How do you do it?
They're in cahoots.
Why don't they just
They're
take
all-
the taxes and keep it for their
Dude,
tax
they're
instead of
all-
paying for inmates?
They're
Because
all in
they
cahoots.
They can't do that. They have to let it go somewhere.
All,
And
Have to
people
let
like
it
it
go
when they put
somewhere.
people in
Oh.
jail.
all those over 70-year-old white men with gray hair and maybe about 2% black guys with gray hair, they're making tons of money off of us. And they control everything, the Supreme Court, all that
Yeah,
shit.
but they'll still make the same amount and not locking us up.
No, man, it's all about being mega rich now. It's not about being a millionaire anymore. It's about being mega
That's
rich.
small noodles, huh?
Yeah, that's nothing. If you have $1 million, that ain't shit no more, man.
Like, get the fuck
It
out of
really
my
isn't.
club. You're a
I mean,
millionaire.
I mean,
Fuck out
No,
of here.
it's different. You're still
You
living
can
a
live a
different
good.
life.
You can live a good life.
Not among the big,
But you're not making
big
no.
people, though. They
Yeah,
don't.
like I
That guy's
said-
a millionaire. Get him out of here.
Like I said, you're not making no waves nowhere. Maybe with Pookie and Bobby down the
No,
street,
if you
but
live, you can live in most of the country with
Sure.
$1 million.
sure you can.
Better than everyone
But
else.
you're not secured though. You're not super
Depends
secure.
on what part of the country you're in.
Right.
If you're,
And
if
it-
you're living in San Francisco, $1 million doesn't go as far.
Yeah,
if you're
right.
in,
That's like
New
a
York,
house.
but if you're in anywhere else in the world,
Sure,
$1 million goes a long fucking way.
you're a millionaire anywhere else in the world.
Still a millionaire, but he's saying those big guys they don't give a fuck.
My
about
girl in the
you.
Philippines told me. Anybody making $2,000 a month in the Philippines is rich, filthy rich. She said.
Filthy rich.
2,000 American, which is how much their money.
Shit. 70 million or something.
I know $40 is 2008 pesos.
40 of our dollars is like 2,000.
It's 2008 pesos,
And what's it cost for
and it goes a long way there. 2008 pesos goes a long way.
Man,
Yeah, exactly. So
when my kid's older, I'm gone.
Dude, I'm telling you, oh, I didn't tell you.
We're going
So my
straight to
brother,
Thailand, bro.
my brother looked at a piece of property down in Costa Rica. That's a
Costa
fucking
Rica.
coffee farm.
oh,
Yeah.
nice. Well, yeah,
It
they got the
would be
climate
fucking
for it.
Hot down there.
They got the
Oh,
climate.
not the side that the side he's talking about is more like,
in the mountains.
yeah, in the mountains, and
Okay.
it's more like fucking, because
Oh yeah,
it's a coffee
I
farm.
guess it grows coffee.
Yeah. So it has to have the climate.
Right.
You know, you're
Yeah.
gonna deal with bugs and shit like that, normal shit, but
Yeah, that's a-
nothing like you would on the one side of the state.
Yeah, you don't deal with bugs
Very
anywhere where it's
I
warm
thought
like
it
that.
was fucking
And I hate bugs,
work.
but I don't have to deal with them.
Well, they have people doing it.
Yeah.
You just pay them extra.
Pay people, but still it's work.
Yeah, but could you? I'd love to fucking grow coffee. Because you could grow plants. Like, if you're growing coffee in the area, then you can use a section of the property that's not has coffee trees and use it for cannabis.
Yeah, you need like a sativa out there.
Well, yeah, you
Higher
would.
elevation.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome to grow sativas.
But that's what I'm saying, like real sativa.
From Thailand.
Yeah.
Or from there.
My buddy's giving me a one from Thailand.
There's shit that's growing there right now that's probably out this world.
Yeah,
Nah,
probably is.
Prohibition probably knocked out all the good shit 'cause it smelled too good.
I don't know. I don't know the
Smelled
laws.
too good or too
You
bad.
should
however
look up the
wanna
laws
at
and
it.
figure it out.
For Costa Rica?
Yeah. Figure out if you can have it.
Yeah, I don't know about it either. But the friends that
You can just get a mango.
no, but it's
PJ.
around. Let me tell you why I know it's around down there, because the friends that go down there every year that I know, they're growers. And I know they're not going to some
They ain't
place.
going without.
They ain't going to nowhere where they, where they
Yeah.
can't smoke. You know what
Sure.
I mean? Because they're growers, and they go every
Yeah,
year.
Shit, yeah.
They rent a villa or something every year, and they go down there. It's,
Even a lot
it's
of
about 4 or
people-
5 of them.
People in like Jamaica and everywhere, they're like growing hybrids that they order from online. You know,
Well, in Jamaica now, you can grow now in Jamaica. You know.
they don't even care about their land races.
And my friend, my best friend, he just got married a few years ago to a girl that has, I think she got a
Big ass plantation of weed.
big place down there in Jamaica. She was talking about doing some kind of weed health thing.
No way, like a resort.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
that's so dope. If we had a spot to go
But
to like
he,
that.
in fact, I talked to him a couple of weeks ago, and I think they get ready to go there for about a month or something like that, a couple of months.
Yeah.
Must be nice, huh?
I ain't been out of the state in like forever.
That's why I can't wait.
10 years or something.
I can't wait till I have to have this last operation and sell this crib. I'm out of here because I haven't had a vacation in 25 years.
Oh damn. So yeah, it's only been like 8 for me, I think.
25.
Going on a golf vacation to the north.
Listen to this
Does
guy.
that make a difference?
Up north?
Well, that's a vacation.
Well,
You're leaving the city.
Yeah, you stay in a hotel for a couple
Or
days.
staying in an
That's a
Airbnb.
vacation.
Yeah, that's an excursion. I call it.
Yeah.
I
You
gotta
get-
get my fucking passport.
Mini vacation.
Me too. That's what I'm getting ready to do
Just
too.
not doing
I'm getting ready to get my passport, and
It's not hard. Just go to the post office, give them some
Yeah.
money. And
you give them the application. You fill it out.
They even take your
And about
picture up
four-
there in Haley Park, I think.
You can put I think you can put a rush on it, and you can get it back, but it costs.
Yeah.
You can put a rush on it, and you can get it back like in maybe a couple of
I don't
weeks.
think if I'm able to travel, it won't be till next year.
Me either.
I got
I'll
a
do that.
passport in a couple hours.
You paid for that.
They made me because I went to the airport and they're like, "Oh, you can't go because your shit expires a couple of months before
So you
after
renew.
you come back."
So yours was a renewal.
Yeah, but like, I was already gonna be back in the country when my shit expired, and they said no, it has to be 6
A
months
certain length. Yeah.
beyond your stay
Yeah.
for you to go.
That way, in case you get caught over there, maybe.
In case you get hurt, they said.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's dumb as fuck.
They got rules.
You
They
gotta
got
go
regulations.
downtown, and I went downtown, and it only cost me like $175 or something. And they're like, boom, they made it on the spot.
For a passport?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I had a special emergency.
It went down in price too. At one time it was 250. So
No,
like,
it's still.
It
out
did.
there.
It did go down.
Yeah, it
I'm
went down.
telling you, it was like cheap.
that's what I heard. It went down from 250. I don't.
And dude, there was people there that had to drive all the way from like middle of Ohio and shit
Damn.
to come to the Detroit office to get their
Get a
passport that
passport.
day.
Oh, they wanted it that day, right?
Yeah, this
That's
is the
crazy.
only place you can go to get it that day, and they're driving from like all over fucking the place.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
I'm like, damn, I'm glad I live right next to Detroit.
No shit.
I got lucky.
There are some benefits.
You got anything to say?
Nah, I'm good.
You sure? No, like and subscribe. Do something like
Oh,
this.
well, you just said it.
Yeah, but you should say it.
Yeah.
No, like you better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're the superstar.
Oh, really? Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Oh, then why you tell me?
You know it.
Yes,
Man.
please subscribe. And we're going to have some merch available in a couple of months.